Yes, morning, Leslie. It's a muggy old morning, innit?
It is very mild first thing this morning. You watch out for the hay fever because the pollen's very high today.
Yeah, well, I have to say I have been sniffing a bit this week, and I thought, blast, I hope I ain't coming down with a bug or something, but I think I have got a little bit of, what you say, hay fever.
Hay fever,
That's
yes.
right.
It'll be the pollen.
But I was sweating in the night, boy, that was so close, wasn't it, you know? I woke up in a sweat, and so I sort of got up early this morning, you know, and been pottering about. But looking out there now, that look a little bit humpy, but I don't think we're supposed to get a lot of rain, are we?
No, none tonight. No, it's all going to be nice and sunny later on and over the weekend. So you'll be able to do your gardening and not have to worry.
Yeah, well, I shan't overdo it. You know, I had a fall during the week. I hit my knees bad.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I was out in the garden and I stumbled on the step. And, I mean, the step didn't move. That's been, you know, I say you silly ass when I come over because I come in on my knees, you know.
Oh,
and
dear.
I had a cup of tea and that went down as well, you know. But there you are, you know, that's one of them things, you know, you just got to use your eyes. God give you eyes, mother, so you got to try using them.
Did you have a nice Jubilee bank holiday weekend, Brian, you and the family?
Yes, I did. You know, we didn't stray far at all. The girl Rosemary, she made some scones and brought them round. We sat in the garden on the Sunday. That weren't too sharp on the Sunday, but that didn't rain, did it? You know, we think that it was going to get mucky and all that, but I think a lot of places they got away with it, didn't they?
Oh yeah, I think some people went into the village hall, but the weather held off, didn't it, in the end? So
that's right. And so we done what we wanted to do. We weren't out there long, but I sort of sat glued to the telly a lot, you know, watching the procession and all that. And that went on a bit too long for my liking, but, you know, people... The best bit, I think, Leslie, was when I see Her Majesty on the terrace, you know, on the balcony. On the balcony. She come out, didn't she? And she looked lovely, didn't she, boy?
She did. She looked very nice. Yeah.
You know, because she was... Well, what day was that? That was right. That was when
Sunday.
They had the fly past and all that.
Oh, well, that was the Saturday, and then was it the Saturday? I lose track. No, it was the Thursday, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't the Saturday. The Saturday they had the show, didn't they?
Oh, they had the concert. Yes, that's right.
That's right. That was
That would have been the Thursday, wasn't it? Was it the Thursday? It was the Thursday, wasn't it? The fly past.
When they had the troop and the colour.
Yeah, Thursday, and then it was the cathedral service on the Friday.
And you went to that, didn't you?
I did. Yeah. Did you see me on telly?
No.
Oh yeah, I was on telly. We were in the congregation, and the camera swung round, and for a moment it stopped on me.
Did it? So you're on the box, were you?
I was. Yeah. You're not supposed to use your phone in St Paul's, but everybody was, and I kept getting these messages from people at home saying, "You're on the telly."
Yeah, well, you see, I was telling the girl Rosemary because you had to get there early, didn't you?
Yeah, we had to sit there for about 3 hours waiting for them all to arrive, but it was worth it.
That's ridiculous, isn't it? You know, I can't quite understand that bit, you know. But that was all right, was it?
That was very good. Yes, I got to see all the politicians. I got to see the Prime Minister and his wife. I got to see Keir Starmer, Nicola Sturgeon. Saw her, and I shook Camilla's hand and had a chat with Camilla.
Did you really?
I did, yes.
What's she like then, really?
She's lovely. She was very nice. Yeah, very nice.
You know, she looked a bit snooty. I always look at her, sit on there and watch her, and I think, you look a bit snooty, but she ain't, is she?
No, she was lovely. She didn't have she had a bit of a limp handshake, but apart from that, she was lovely.
What she say to you in?
Well, we were talking about her work with domestic violence and domestic abuse, trying to stop that, and I congratulated her on that because I'm patron of a local charity that works on that. So she was lovely, and I said,
"Tell you what, you move in the right circles, don't you, boy?"
I said, you'd have been proud of me. I said, "Would you like to come to Suffolk and find out more?" She said, "Write me a letter."
There you are, you see.
Yeah, write me a letter, she said. So that was good.
Well done, boy.
That was good. And what did you think of the singing at the concert? A lot of people criticising old Rod Stewart. Has he still got it?
I weren't watching a lot of it, if I'd be honest. I'll tell you who I did see on there. They had Andrew Lloyd Webber. He's still alive, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
He was doing his bits and pieces, weren't they?
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of the modern music because, you know, it has all that sort of shouting, aren't they? They're shouting and jumping. You can't sing and jump up and down at the same time, can you? That's where they go wrong. But the girl Rosemary, she said that What's his name now? Not Rod Stewart. Who's the other one?
Cliff Richard?
No,
Ed Sheeran.
Huh?
Ed Sheeran.
That's the one, yeah.
Coppertop.
He what?
Old Coppertop.
Coppertop, that's right. He done something on another day, didn't he?
He was very good. She
said to me, then he was... He had an Indian afterwards in Framlingham.
He came back home, got himself a takeaway. Yeah, he's a good old boy.
How did he get back so quick then?
I suspect, I don't know, probably a helicopter, I don't know.
I know it's only down the road, but, that seemed to me he got back pretty quick, didn't he?
What did you think of the Queen and Paddington?
Nick, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I sat there and years ago she did something, didn't she? When they done, she jumped out of a plane.
That was the Olympic Games.
That's right, with James Bond.
That's it.
That's right. And when I watched that, I thought, now, is that her or not? And that was her. And then I see that start, and I think, well, what's this coming here? And then you sort of do a double take, and you think, well, is that one of them? Is that one of them impersonators?
Yeah.
Or is that actually Her Majesty? But that was, weren't it? And I think that show Her Majesty as having a good old sense of humour, because I wouldn't want to have been the one say to her, we had a good idea that you've got to sit and have a cup of tea with Paddington Bear, because she could have said hold off, couldn't she?
Yes, she could.
But she obviously gone with it, and she's happy. And is that right that no one knew?
I don't think hardly anybody knew. No, I think some of the family didn't know.
No, so I did sit there and I did laugh, especially when the bear drunk the tea out of the teapot. Although of course that wouldn't happen, would it? Because that'd be too hot.
It would indeed. It's a good weekend then. Good weekend.
Leslie. All credit to everyone because to do something like that take a lot of work. They don't just slap it together, do they?
What?
Huh?
I was going to say, just finally before we do some shout-outs, today is the last day for people listening to you to vote for the icons of Suffolk, and
that's right.
we need to have quite a few votes, Brian, to get you into that top 25. You're I think on the cusp at the moment of being on the top 25 list. So we need a last hurrah of votes from the listeners. So would you like to encourage them to vote for you?
What we got to do, and so they got.
Well, you just go on the internet, okay, and go on to Google or your favourite search engine and put in there "icons of Suffolk," and then it will take you to the East Anglian Daily Times page, and there's a list of 50 places and people, and you're on there, and you have to select 25 out of that 50. And obviously need to tick you, and the more people we can get to tick you this morning, the better chance you've got of getting into the 25, or maybe into the top 5, or maybe the top 1. I don't know.
Right, so people have got to get the finger out of Diane.
Yep, today's the last day. So if you do anything online today, Google icons of Suffolk, and then the 50 will come up. Vote for the 25. Tick Brian in that list, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, you'll make that list.
Well, I never won anything in my life, no bingo, you name it. I ain't ever won nothing. So that'd be lovely if I could be on the list. That'd be wonderful.
You've not even won the meat raffle in a raffle.
No, I always took part. I bought raffle tickets. I'd been to bingo. I'd done the lottery, and I'd done all this, and I never won nothing.
Oh, so vote Brian. Come on, everybody, vote Brian today. Some shout outs. We've got squillions of these to do, so we'll rattle through them. Morning, Mark. Could you please ask for a happy birthday request from Brian from Melton? My partner Mandy had her birthday on the 7th, and she was 52. On the 3rd, our dog Nelson was 5. They'd both be very grateful, and Nelson will give you a big lick as a thank you. Mandy might do too, as she loves listening to Brian. This is from Brian, who sent the message in. So
the dog is Nelson.
Yes,
and that's Randy Mandy. And she's going to give me a lick when she sees me, if I say happy birthday.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
They are, then.
Could you please ask Brian to wish my dad, Fred Keane from Leiston, a happy 80th birthday today? That's from Angela and Alan and all the family and friends.
Yes, happy 80th birthday to Fred.
Fred, yeah. Well, let's rattle through a few more. Any chance of a late birthday shout out for me from Brian, please? I was 26 last Saturday. Only seems like last year I was 25. Also, if you're doing Good News Friday, the Elton John concert is on next Wednesday, and I can't wait. That's from Stephen Barrett, who reckons he's 26.
Stephen, as it was his birthday.
Yeah.
The other day.
Yeah, he reckons he's 26.
Right.
Could Brian say happy birthday to Margaret in Ipswich?
Yes, happy birthday to Margaret in Ipswich, my darling. Have a nice day.
Okay. And some more. We're going global. Here we go. Hi, Mark. Great morning show. Could you ask Brian if he could give a lovely birthday shout out all the way to New Zealand, where Matt Judge, who comes from the Woodbridge area, is working. His birthday was on Wednesday. He listens to the show using the wind-up interweb, a Suffolk boy through and through, and this comes with lots of love from all his family and friends. That's Matt Judge in New Zealand.
Yes. So we have to say good day, don't we?
Something like that.
That's what they say down under, isn't it?
It is, yes.
So good day and happy birthday to him.
Yes, thank you. Oh, my goodness me. We'll try and squeeze a few more in. This is coming in from Steph Paul. Thanks for the daily programme. We love it. My favourite part, of course, is Friday morning, listening to Brian. I was wondering if you could ask Brian to do a shout-out on your programme for our son, Lewis. He'll be getting married to his fiancée, Liz, on Sunday. He's a true blue ITFC tractor boy, and it would be great if Brian could wish Lewis and Liz well as they get married. Looking forward to hearing you and Brian on the wireless. So Lewis and Liz getting married at the weekend.
Well, all the best to them. I hope they have a lovely day and, of course, a lifetime together. Wonderful. And that's Lewis and Liz, you say?
Yes, that's right, yes.
Well done, you two.
And can you give a shout-out to Trevor Fidget?
Huh?
Trevor Fidget.
Fidget?
Fidget.
No, it ain't right.
Yeah, Trevor Fidget.
Fidget got a birthday or something?
No, he's leaving work. Daniel's been in touch. Can Brian send Trevor Fidget a big shout-out and congratulate him on his retirement from BT? He'll be greatly missed, from Daniel, Stewart and the Steves. Trevor Fidget.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That can't be right, Fidget. Well, if it is right, I hope he have a nice retirement.
It is right.
He don't keep fidgeting now.
And we've just got room for one more. Victoria, would it be please possible for Brian to give my partner Dave Powell a shout out? It's his 50th birthday. He's a big fan of the show and it would make his day. We're having a huge party celebration tomorrow with over 100 guests, which should be a great evening. That's from Victoria. So it's Dave Powell's 50th birthday.
That sounds like they're going to write old lash up, doesn't it?
I think so.
That'll be, happy 50th birthday to Dave. I hope you have a nice day, boy.
Brian, thank you very much and have a great weekend, won't you?
Yes, righto. Cheerio together.
Cheerio together.